The Iranian regime supports violent extremists and challenges us across the region. It pursues a nuclear capability that could spark a dangerous arms race and raise the prospect of a transfer of nuclear know-how to terrorists. Its president denies the Holocaust and threatens to wipe Israel off the map.
That is a complete falsehood, as every professor of Farsi from Tel Aviv to Tokyo has already testified. No such comments have ever been made by Ahmadinejad. Ahmadinejad was quoting Ayatollah Khomeini. You remember him? He's the man whom Israel was supplying weapons to during the Iran-Contra affair. He said that like communism and fascism, Zionism would disappear as an ideology from the pages of time. That, whether you agree with it or not, is not calling to wipe Israel off the face of the map. So please, don't use the airwaves here to peddle now discredited false propaganda. Now continue.
The danger from Iran is grave, it is real, and my goal will be to eliminate this threat. But just as we are clear-eyed about the threat, we must be clear about the failure of today's policy. We knew in 2002 that Iran supported terrorism.
You think the people resisting the illegal occupation of Palestine are terrorist thugs? I think the people occupying Palestine are terrorist thugs. Why are you allowed to support one side, but Ahmadinejad isn't allowed to support the other?
We knew Iran had an illicit nuclear program. We knew Iran posed a grave threat to Israel. But instead of pursuing a strategy to address this threat, we ignored it and instead invaded and occupied Iraq. When I opposed the war, I warned that it would fan the flames of extremism in the Middle East. That is precisely what happened in Iran. The hardliners tightened their grip, and Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was elected president in 2005. And the United States and Israel are less secure. I respect Senator McCain, and I look forward to a substantive debate with him these next 5 months. But on this point, we have differed, and we will differ. Senator McCain refuses to understand or acknowledge the failure of the policy he would continue. He criticizes my willingness to use strong diplomacy, but offers only an alternate reality, one where the war in Iraq has somehow put Iran on its heels. The truth is the opposite. Iran has strengthened its position. Iran is now enriching uranium, and it has reportedly stockpiled 150 kilos of low-enriched uranium. Its support for terrorism and threats towards Israel have increased. Those are the facts, and they cannot be denied. And I refuse to continue a policy that has made the United States and Israel less secure.
If Israel was attacked, we would respond forcefully. And an attack on Israel, one of our most important allies in the world, would be considered as an attack on the United States.
So we've now established that you tried to mislead us with your first point, and your second point is therefore that irresponsible countries should not be allowed to have nuclear weapons. So let's deal with just two of those. Let's deal with Israel, whose fate greatly concerns you, and let's deal with Pakistan. Pakistan and Israel have huge mountains of nuclear weapons. The Pakistani government is a military dictatorship which may fall at any time and be replaced by God knows whom, who will immediately have their finger on the nuclear trigger. Yet not only was Pakistan not stopped from developing a nuclear bomb, it was encouraged, allowed, and then rewarded for doing so by the United States of America. Israel has launched wars against all of its neighbors, occupied territory of all of its neighbors, and is in breach of more United Nations Security Council resolutions than all the other countries of the world put together. But these two countries are allowed to have nuclear weapons because they're responsible, are they, Aaron?